Are you in better shape than Curtis Blades? Yeah, I'd say similar. He's probably got larger muscles than me. No. I'd say no. I'd say no. I'd say I look better with my shirt off than Curtis Blades does, but he has larger muscles. Like I don't have the biceps of Blades or the shoulders or the like. He's been lifting for years and years as a heavyweight. You know what I mean? But I might look better with my shirt off than him. Better than Gaziev. I'm in better shape than Gaziev, 100%. Gaziev has no muscle at all. Do your man tits? I don't have man tits. Even when I'm sat down, I don't have man tits. I really don't. I have like pecs, but they're just like fatty pecs, like chubs to it. They're not like droopy in any way. They're just like padded pecs. My chest insertions are pretty good with that. I've never actually had a man boob problem. Flabby pecs, bro said, yeah. Not flabby pecs, but like padded, like chubby pecs, I'd say. They don't shake. Reaction to C-Rod versus Emmett? Nah. Worst submission to be caught in? I'd say a calf splicer, or obviously anything to do with the legs is probably the bad part. Maybe a twister. Obviously, you're tapping to all of these, so they're not that bad. But I would say a calf splicer because it's fucking awful looking. And if you tap, you're a bitch because they're not going to rip your leg apart. It's like a pain-based submission. But yeah, knee bar is probably the worst for sure. Or like a Suloev stretch. And bicep slicer, yeah. Kimura. Yeah, Kimura is the most savage-looking submission there is. I think, personally, right, chat? Like, the one that Gamrot got on Jeremy Stevens is arguably the most savage. Like, Kimura looks the most savage. Knee bar is bad, it is, but normally you don't see it when you don't actually see the joint on it because normally the person's body is covering the leg that they're knee barring. You know what I'm saying? So Kimura, you get to see all of it, you know? But normally when someone gets a knee bar, they're like face down on the guy's leg and you can barely see it and then they tap, like, you know? Boston Crab. That's also an option. Armbar can be disgusting. It can be, but I'm used to it by now. I like Kimuras, dude. Ripping their fucking arm out. What's the soyest looking submission? The soyest looking. Probably an armbar. Or a triangle. But I don't know if triangle looks soy. It's just a bit sus. I'd probably say an armbar. Rear naked isn't that soy. Rear naked is like domination. Yeah, probably be a heel hook or an armbar. Yeah, one of those two. No, bulldog choke is alpha as fuck. That is one of the more alpha subs. Amazing. Lip lock, yeah. Double hand throat choke. I wonder why more people don't use that. Obviously arm bars, but still. Come on, bro. Choke someone out. Why you little someone? Nah, Diego Lopez triangle ain't soy. Heel hook is probably the most soy. Yeah, just because you have to dive for bottom position by even going for it, you know? That's probably why it's a bit more soy. I think Oral Blythe submits Elves Brenner. He could win. He could win. I'll have to watch back his regional fights again. Okay. I train with Mike Mallet. Apparently, another Canada card is coming this year. As a male Canadian who trains, I don't think we deserve a women's MMA main event. But who do you think will main event a fight night? There isn't anyone who can. There isn't a Canadian that can main event a fight night. It was up to Mike Mallet. I mean, let's be honest. When it comes to that card, dude, fucking Canada fumbled so fucking hard, you know. That shit would never happen in the UK. Lose all of our prospects in favorable matchups, all on one card. Come on, dude. That is such an L. So they lost Mike Mallet, who would have been the main event, I'd imagine. They lost Marc-Andre Barriot. They lost Katona. They lost Charles Jourdain. They lost Serhi Sidi, who's Canadian. Julian Robertson's a female one. Who cares? Lost Johan Linnes. Malcolm Gordon couldn't even win. Like, they just couldn't get a win anywhere. Yo, a cup of snot or a shot of diarrhea? A cup of snot, I guess. Shot of diarrhea sounds a bit rancid. I don't know. They both seem disgusting. Why do you need to bring it up? Disgusting little creep. Impression of aerial motorboating you. What are you doing if Merab pressed you? Would you actually try and fight him? You know what I would do, yeah? I'd try and act as cool as possible without being confrontational to him. Like, I'd try and little bro him, but in a way that wasn't aggressive in any way, because then he would beat me up. So I could still maybe come out of it on top if, like, the visual of it was funny, that Merab was that much smaller than me. You know what I mean? So I'd find the camera. I'd be like, okay, this is where I'm being recorded. Get the angle on him. Absolutely dwarf him. And it just looked like a funny meme. You know what I mean? Keep pulling faces behind Merab's back. Yeah, like them. No, 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 no. That type shit. Guru, a few of my mates are getting man tits and I tell them to put bras on. Is this too far on my behalf? No, you got to insult it. You've got to insult it. I genuinely think you can throw him off you if he single legs. I could have a shot. Like, obviously, I'd need to practice. Like, if I did like a year of wrestling, I could definitely shut down Merab's offense. At least his initial offense. Obviously, if we were chain wrestling with each other, he's still going to get the better of me. But if I could learn like good instincts to begin the takedown defense on like after a year of learning, I could shut down like the first attempt and then make him look bad on video, maybe. You know what I mean? Worst submission to be caught in? I'd say a calf splicer, or obviously anything to do with the legs is probably the bad part. Maybe but he didn't have that big moment. Imagine if you got Merab in a bulldog choke and he starts kicking his legs to stay conscious. Nah, dude, that'd be crazy. That'd be insane. Fuck that. That'd be terrifying. Imagine you think you're choking this guy out and he starts cycling his EPO around his body to stay alive. That's literally what he did. He cycled his blood to pump into his brain by cycling his legs. No one has ever done that in UFC history but him. He's on EPO. He's on so much EPO, dude. So much EPO. I need it. There isn't a video.